8 a.m. Green Bay, Wisconsin. At this time last year, the Green Bay Packers couldn't have felt more comfortable with their backup quarterback. They believed they would be in good hands with Brett Hundley if something happened to Aaron Rodgers. Last season showed how wrong they were. Our best 3 trade offers for Earl Thomas, who wins Aaron Rodgers' backup battle. Jermaine Kearse tees it up with Jordan Spieth. Larry Fitzgerald now teammates with mentee. How chasing horses shape Titans Evans. NFL training. Camp dates. Locations. Although Hundley kept the Packers on the fringes of playoff contention with 3 wins after Rodgers broke his collarbone, coach Mike McCarthy's postseason assessment that even in his 3rd year Hundley wasn't ready for what he needed to be ready for told all. No wonder the Packers traded for Deshaun Keyser in March. Yet here are the Packers, with their off-season program completed and training camp just 5 weeks away, and they can't feel much better about their backup quarterback situation than they did when McCarthy made that bold statement at the Combine. A spring's worth of individual workouts, OTA practices and an entire mini-camp without Rodgers, who was excused from the final week of the off-season program, did little to convince anyone the Packers have a capable fill-in quarterback. It will be a competition to see who backs up Rodgers this season, but if the winner doesn't show marked improvement, then it won't matter who has the job, because the Packers once again could be in trouble if either one had to play. To be sure, both Hundley and Keyser had their moments in last week's minicamp. Hundley led a touchdown drive in a 2-minute drill with a 22-yard corner route to rookie receiver Equanimeous Street Brown, while Keyser hit Jake Kumrow on a 44-yard go route during his turn in the same drill. But the overall body of work included myriad missed throws and would-be sacks for holding the ball too long, problems that plagued Hundley in his 9 starts last season and Keyser in his 15 last year for the winless Browns. The Packers have 2 young backup quarterbacks with lots of questions in Deshaun Keyser, left, and Brett Hundley. Mark Hoffman / Milwaukee Journal Sentinel. The confidence is here now, Keyser said near the conclusion of minicamp. Now, it's about going out and showing that I can be a consistent quarterback. It's kind of universally known that the ability is there and the potential is there. Now, it's about going out every day and every rep and proving myself. That will have to come in training camp and the preseason for the Packers to feel better about Keyser, who led the NFL with 22 interceptions and ranked last in completion percentage, 53.6%. One NFL coach familiar with Keyser called him a total rebuild and wondered what the Browns were coaching last season. I think this is a normal process that you go through, McCarthy said of Keyser. Really, the first 2 weeks is just all classroom, so that was really spent on the new language, a lot of the changes that we were making to the guys, to the existing veterans that were here, the comparables from prior offense to the new offense, and then really phase 2 was the first time really just starting to go through the installs. So, obviously the OTAs we were able to get through all 8 of the installs. Keyser also worked this off-season with Tom House, who has served as Tom Brady's personal quarterback instructor when he's away from the Patriots facility, and plans to spend some time with him again before training camp opens in late July to fine-tune things before the preseason games, which carry ultra importance for backup quarterbacks. It was an off-season of trying to make some corrections off of a tough first year, Keyser said. This is my opportunity to correct those. Obviously, in the position of being behind Aaron, you can't expect to go out there and get game reps and prove your corrections there. This is my time to prove myself. Yet even this summer could be fool's gold. Hundley was once the king of the preseason, leading the NFL in summer passing yards while throwing 7 touchdowns and just 1 interception in 2015. That failed to translate. He didn't throw a single touchdown last season at home, where he had a passer rating of 50.6 and threw 7 interceptions in 6 appearances. Hundley did not speak to reporters this off-season, so it's anyone's guess how he feels about McCarthy's comments at the Combine or the acquisition of Keyser. However, Hundley's 9 starts at least provided a base for McCarthy, offensive coordinator Joe Philbin and new quarterbacks coach Frank Cignetti to work on. And it sounded like there was plenty of that. Fundamentals, footwork, decision-making, McCarthy said when asked what Hundley worked on this off-season. Just really going back and doing a better job of repping the fundamentals, the footwork, particular concepts, whether it's in the gun or under center. Every quarterback has a profile, throwing mechanics, and this is the time of year really to focus in on the little things. And I feel Brett has taken a step this off-season.